Hey, what's going on? In today's video, I want to talk about this book, Grow Rich with Peace of Mind by Napoleon Hill. I just finished reading this 2 days ago, and I created another video before when I first started reading it, and I shared some insights. And one thing I want to talk about in today's video is a chapter called You Are Very Important for a Little While. And that was a cool chapter because it really talked around the aspect of like ego and people putting too much importance and emphasis on things and taking things too seriously when nothing really matters. And he has a section in here too that says, it occurred to him that ultimately nothing matters. So if you think about it, we are here on this earth and life is precious, right? We're able to experience this thing called life. We're conscious in this human body and we get to create our reality and make the impact and change that we feel is necessary. And that is very important. But in the grand scheme of things, over the billions of years that this earth has been around, and the short time period that we're here on this earth, like how much does that actually matter, right? So it's a balance of appreciating every single moment and being in the present and being thankful and grateful that we can have this life, and at the same time realizing that ultimately nothing really matters and our life isn't that important when you stretch out the timeline to a billion years, right? So it's a cool concept that I've been just thinking about and just kind of bringing it back to myself around certain things I'm doing, certain like weight I'm putting onto things, like how much weight am I putting towards this specific thing, or even this one video here. Like, am I gonna get stressed if I mess up? Am I gonna get stressed if I try and upload it and it doesn't work? You know what I mean? Like just tiny little things like this that normally would just, have people go crazy or get people frustrated around, realizing that ultimately nothing really matters, right? Like our life's important, yes, for a little while, because over a long enough time frame, it just doesn't really matter. And I think, personally, I feel like our soul continues to move on after the human body dies. So if that's the case, like we have an infinite amount of time to experience this universe, right? And this one point of time in this one body is just one tiny blip of our entire infinite experience. So when I look at it in that lens, like, does this one thing that happened in my day actually matter, right? Does that person who cut me off in traffic, like, should I spend any mental energy around that issue? You know what I mean? Like, so for me, having that perspective really allows me to go with the flow with life, allows me to be a lot less stressed around things that may or may not have gone the way I wanted it to, because it's just, nothing really matters. So that's the point of today's video. I hope that shifts your perspective a little bit, and I'll see you in the next one.